Hello there, this tutorial is on the material type called Pages in Schoology. So what is Pages? If you are in your Schoology class and you click on Add Materials, there is an option called Add Page. Add Page is a lot like an item in Blackboard, or it's sort of like creating a Google site as well. It's a nice blank slate and it's very flexible material type. You can do a lot of things with it. So for example, this right here at the start of our Schoology Training Resources class is a page. You know it because it's got this little symbol. It allows you to write some text and give some instructions. But you'll notice we've also changed the color, we've bolded the font, and we've embedded a video. So you can do a lot of different things with a page. Let's look at a couple other examples. This here is a page as well. Again, you can inset your text and you can add numbered items. Here's a couple of other examples of pages. We have text and we have a hyperlink. We've embedded a picture and we've embedded a YouTube video. So let's take a look at the process. I'm going to click on Add Materials, Add Page, and I'm going to give it a title. Let's look at some of the things that you can do with it. I could just say, welcome to this class. Or I can make the text fancy. I could say, I want this great big and bold. I want it to be green. I want to highlight it yellow. I can do a variety of things. I can add a bulleted list. Or I could change it to a numbered list. I could increase the indent. Or decrease the indent. I could add a table. And then as I add words to the table, it makes it bigger. But that's your basics. And if I just clicked create, that would create what looks like a link. So if you're wondering, how did this show up automatically instead of just showing up as a link? That is a setting. So if you click the gear symbol and go back to edit mode, under here under options, the default for a page is to show it up on a new page. So it's like, here's the hyperlink to this other page. However, you could also make it show what's called inline. If I just click on this, if I display inline, that means when I open up the folder, the entire page shows without having to click on it. So let's look at a couple other things I could add to this page. So I could definitely add an image or even a GIF, which is like animated picture. So let's say I'm over here and I've searched up a fireworks GIF. If I save that image, I can come back over here to, let's see if I can find it. I'm going to go here to the Insert Content button. It's the one with the box with an arrow pointing at it. And I'm going to choose Image or Media. I could actually use the URL for that image too if I wanted to. I usually just download and upload. You can also insert a video there as well. And I put that in Downloads. So if I click Open, there it is. Looks like that. I think, holy cow, that's way too big. I can just drag it in and just keep doing that until it's the size that I want. Alright, that looks pretty good. Maybe after this animated GIF, I want to do something like embed a Google form. I could just put the hyperlink to that Google form. Let me go back and show you that too. I could just go here and insert a link. Just paste the URL here and give it a title. But I think I'll have more people take this form if I embed it. So what do I mean by embed? I'm going to go over here. If I have a Google form and I hit send, it does give you the option to email it. It gives you a hyperlink you can copy. But there's this other option, and this is the international symbol for embed code. So what does this do? Anytime you see this on a website, whether it's a Google form, Quizlet is another one that you can embed. A lot of websites will give you an embed code. I can just copy this. It may look like gobbledygook to you. It's just HTML, which is a style of designing websites. It's a coding language. I'm just going to copy all this. I don't have to necessarily know what it means. I'm going to come over here. And hidden right here are these two black button and a white button. Right now it's in user-friendly visuals. Like for most of us who don't know HTML coding, this is the text box view we get. But you can see the HTML version of this same box by switching to HTML. And now I see how the computer knows what to display. All I have to do is hit enter and paste that line of code I just copied and click Save Changes. And now I have that embedded Google form right here. And I can change the size of it. So that looks pretty good. Let's look at one more thing you could add to your page. And that is, if I go back to my insert content, as you can see, there's a lot of choices. I could embed a Google form this way as well. But I want to do it the other way because I want them to have the form that's the one that they actually fill out, not the editable form I have as the teacher. I can embed a Khan Academy. I can insert symbols. This is a good way to put in math equations with using the actual math language and operators. The one I wanted to point out is this YouTube over here. You can search for the title of your YouTube video, or if it's one that you've made yourself, or that you found.
Hi there. In this tutorial, we're going to...
what might be simpler is to just take this get the copy, the URL. And then if I come back over here, I can actually just paste the URL of the YouTube video I'm looking for. I'm going to put a checkbox if that's the one. And then up here, where it says import, I'm going to choose from the list, I'm going to choose import as an embed. That will just automatically make it an embedded video down here. I can't see it because I'm still in edit mode, but as long as that yellow box appears, that is the sign that it had actually embedded. So let's save changes and see what happens. Here's our Google form. Oh, I put it up there at the top. Silly me. So there's my YouTube video. But if I go back into...
Hi there. If
I go back into edit mode, I can change the size of that. So if it's too big... This happens all the time, by the way. If you open up your page and it looks blank, don't freak out. For some reason, it does take a while to load, or sometimes I actually have to click in the box to get it to show what's in there. It's not you, it's Schoology, so don't sweat it. Just click in the box to get it to show back up. You can just drag and drop your YouTube video to make it smaller. And then if the student wants to watch it from here, they can, or they can pop it out. Alright, so that is the basics of Pages. It's a super flexible way to show content on the screen when you don't have something that's an assignment or an actual interactive discussion or a quiz. You just want to present content or information. A page is definitely the way to go.